It goes on and on and on. Remind me of
Hello everyone, introduce you from Group 10, Class B Indralaya Agribusiness. Here we want to explain the material about the incomplete adjective clause. Before that, my name is Dian Putri Pratiwi. At this time, I explain the meaning of adjective clause. The adjective clause is one of the most important part of English grammar because it is often used and plays a role in providing more detailed information in a sentence. Basically, an adjective clause is a non-independent clause that functions to modify a noun or pronoun in a complex sentence. Okay, next. In this adjective clause, material is divided into part form, namely the first, relative pronoun as subject. A relative pronoun is a pronoun that functions to connect a sentence, which explains a noun. Noun here can be human, animals, or things. When using a relative pronoun, you will definitely not be separated from the relative clause. There are some conjunctions like who, which, and that. The first, who. Who is used to replace the subject of people or not object if interpreted, which means which. The sentence 1, the man is friendly. The subject, the man. The verb is the adjective friendly. Sentence 2, he lives next to me. The subject, he. The verb lives. The adjective is next to me. In the second sentence refers to man in the first sentence, and is the subject for that. The relative pronoun used is who. So, if the two sentences are combined, it will, the man who lives beside me is friendly. The second, which is used to replace subject and object in the form of object or other than human, can be in the form of goods, event, or animals. Example of using which. I want to go to the place which remind me of my parents. And the last, that. That is used to replace people and things as subject or object. That also has a neutral function which can replace who, which, and whom. The example of use that, the jacket that I bought at the market yesterday is actually a rare item. Okay guys, the next materials will be explained by my colleague.
Hello, I am Erwin Saputra. I want to explain about the next part from our topic, adjective clause. The next part who I want to describe is the relative pronoun as an object. The relative pronoun as an object has the conjunction returns to the object, so that the conjunction describe or replace about the position of the object itself. Before that, maybe there are someone confused about when we use relative clause. So we use a relative clause to give additional information about something without starting another sentence. By combining sentence with a relative clause, our text become more fluent and we can avoid repeating certain words. For example, I have sentence. The sentence once, The sentence one, the woman gave me some information. I call the sentence two, I called her. So what's the conclusion? Okay, based on the sentence, we can know the noun is person. So we can use conjunction whom, and the conclusion is the woman whom I called gave me some information. Okay, uh, maybe that's all. The next part will be explained by my partner. See you.
Okay, I'm Tirtati Lubis. Here I will discuss the next material, namely relative pronoun as possessive. Adjective pronoun as possessive. Adjective clause to use for ownership. Conjunction whose to person, of which to noun person. From whose plus noun plus verb, or whose plus noun plus subject plus verb. Noun plus of which plus verb, or noun plus of which plus subject plus verb, of which is separated by comma. Example, I have a girl, her dress is beautiful. Here, we will make the first sentence independent clause and second sentence dependent clause because we are talking about possessive. Then we have to find the ownership, that is in the second sentence. Here it is clear means that the ownership is her dress, and her it's what we will replace using whose and where we will put it. We just have to look at the dependent clause where the subject and object are of rocks. I have a girl whose dress is beautiful. I have a girl whose dress is beautiful. Next example, my dad bought a car itself is like a dog. My dad bought a car whose shape is like a dog. My dad bought a car the shape of which it's like a dog. The next material will be explained by my colleague.
My name is Rizky Anggraini from Agribusiness B Indralaya class. So on this occasion, I will explain material about relative adverb. A. Relative adverb explain is a form of adverb or adverb used to start or precede an adjective clause that describe a noun. B. A relative adverb itself consists of three types and its time familiar to friends of KBI, namely the word where, when, and why. C. From a relative adverb. Relative adverb consists of three forms, namely 1. Where, used to describe a place. 2. When, used to describe time. 3. Why, used to explain a reason. D. Example of relative adverb. 1. University of Lampung is the campus where I study about English. In parentheses, University of Lampung is a campus where I learn about English. 2. I miss the time when we meet at the first time.
Okay, here we will discuss about the adjective clause. Number 1. The moment blank 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 the clown burst into surprise, the teacher was great. A. That. B. Where. C. When. So the answer C. This clause describe the moment, using when because it describes time.
Okay, the question number 2. The question, the students blah 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 I teach is Woody. The, A whom, B whose, and C whose. So what's the answer to complete the sentence above? Okay, let's we discuss what's the answer. We know the non-sentence is the students and the student is person. So we can use conjunction whom and we get the correct answer to complete that question. The answer is A whom. The next question will be answered by my partner.
Number 3, do you bring the book blank 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 I give to you yesterday? The answer C, which, because basically the use of which is the same as who and warm, except which is used for things and or animals.
Number 4, namely, I still remember the place blank 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 I put down my cell phone last night. A. Where. B. When. And C. That. The answer is A. Where. Because the question describes a place and of course use the word place.
The next number, can you see the bird blank 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 is on the fence? A. When. B. That. C. Which. The answer C. Which, because which is often very similar. So the answer C.
Number 6, fruit blank 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 is grown organically is expensive. A. Which. B. That. C. Warm. The answer B. That, because the as of which and that are often very similar, for that you have to understand the as of the words which and that to be able to understand them.
The question is, the boy blah 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 shoes are on the floor is my little brother. And A whom, B who, and C whose. And the answer is C whose. So why the reason? The reason is because the conjunction whose used to explain the possession or to replace the possession, and conjunction whose used before the noun, and the possession consists like my, our, their, her, his, and its. Coincidence based on the sentence above. That's the sentence explained about the possession by the boy. The boy shoes, and so the best answer is whose. And the next question will be discussed by my partner.
Number 9, give me the reason blank 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 you study in English online. A. Why. B. When. And C. Where. The answer is A. Why. because adjective clause can also be arranged on the basis of the word why to explain a reason. Maybe this is all we can explain regarding the materials about adjective clause. Hopefully, what we convey is useful for all of you. We thank you and see you.